to be fair, we can just probably riff and use it as like an intro sort of thing without actually before music or whatever. Okay, I guess I'll do the introduction then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is bothering to listen to this piece of garbage. Welcome to the as of currently unnamed podcast thing, starring me, Nate, you may know me from Nothing You've Ever Seen Before, and Robert here, who is sat beside me.
Yo, I'm Robert.
Yes, this is Robert. He is the Canadian one of the show, so we have a bit of ethnic diversity.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, we're doing very well so far.
I know, it's quite incredible.
30 seconds of pure audio gold, isn't it?
Yeah, you do. I like the ethnic diversity as well. You're very you pay a lot of attention to that because you do a Let's Play with a black man, and now you're doing a podcast with a Canadian. So.
I'm just rolling in the bureaucracy dollar bills because of all of the ethnicity. All I need now is a lady, and I'm set for life.
Yeah, but I don't know what you'd do with her because they know nothing about video games.
Oh, well, I guess that leads us on to our first topic. We don't have a topic on sexism in video games.
We don't.
We don't.
Quite frankly,
But talking about people who know nothing about playing video games. I believe one of the topics is regarding esports.
Yes.
Oh, everyone's already stopped listening.
Hey, yes, indeed. So recently, League of Legends specifically has been acknowledged as an official esport, and people are gaining scholarships into colleges if they're like, and they obviously have to be ranked really high online, and then they're just herded in.
Okay, this is the thing, because I've never been, I'm not one of these people who is like, esports is not real sports, it shouldn't be considered as such, It's pretty entertaining to watch, I will say, but I've never really I can't play, like, fighting games for shit, which will probably come up at some point in one of my Let's Plays, but...
I hope so.
I was always the kid who, I was always a big fan of Tekken 3. I'd put it on, set it straight to easy, infinite time, only one match. I'd kick everyone's ass, unlock all the characters, and have a ruddy good time. As soon as I play against a real person, I'm shockingly bad, but... Yeah,
especially like Tekken, because that has some really crazy combos in it.
But the thing is, all you need to do is you need to select character Paul, do one move that knocks off nearly all the health, and then kick him in the face. That's pretty much the best tactic in Tekken, just kick him in the face.
Or button mashing, really, in general. That's how I beat my brother, and he like got good. And new combos, and I would just fucking button mash.
Yeah. Me and my brother, he used to implement rules. Like, no, you're not allowed to use these characters anymore because you're too good with these characters. And, that's the best feeling in the world.
Oh god, my brother, my little brother does that as well. I do it to him because we're quite big gaming nerds anyway. So we play a game called Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Fighters Storm or whatever, how many fucking subtitles they want on that game.
The Return the Revenge of.
Yes. So he uses a character called Datara, and this character, like, I don't know if you're into the anime or whatever, or you know the characters, but basically he just throws. He's a character that stands far back and throws things at you. But I usually play close range characters, and so he just stands on one side of the field throwing shit at me.
Lightning bolt!
And
lightning bolt!
Boom, dead. Just, oh god, so I can't play that game with him anymore.
But yeah, League of Legends being implemented into college tuition, that's a bit unusual, but then again, have you actually read up on the tournaments that these fucking games have? Especially, I think it's what's the one in space of all the unhappy people?
Oh, StarCraft.
StarCraft.
Haha.
Is it StarCraft?
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's StarCraft. The one's done by Blizzard.
Oh no. Wait, yes, StarCraft is done by Blizzard.
Yeah, we do video games.
We play lots of video games.
I'm pretty sure it was them. It was either that or League of Legends. I honestly can't remember, but there were people winning millions of dollars.
Yeah, that'll be StarCraft, because StarCraft's been going on for quite a while, I think. That's more of a top-down strategy game.
Yeah.
Well, not to say that MOBAs aren't strategy games, but especially League of Legends, which I play a lot of.
Right.
I guess that's why it's a topic.
It's a topic for me. Yeah.
But I'm not ranked. I'm good for an unranked person.
Yeah.
I play a character called Warwick, and he's a jungler, and he I don't know. Do you know MOBA terms?
No.
No. Okay. So a MOBA is like 3 lanes, and there are towers in the lanes, and
I've seen videos of people playing League of Legends. So I think I know that's like sort of a circling straight through, and there's angry people.
Yeah, there was a lot of angry people when I first started playing. I just like people would shout at me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to learn the game, man.
This is why. Okay, because I don't really play games online purely for the fact of, if I'm playing with someone, I like to know them.
Yeah.
Because I will say, I did used to play Halo a lot online. It's pretty much the only game is the only game I've played online, actually. And, it's a lot of fun, but I don't know, something over the past, 5 years, people have gotten really angry on the internet for some reason.
I think it's the whole anonymity thing. Like, people are just like, oh, you don't know me, so I could just be a dickhead to you.
It's that, and also the case of, back in the olden days, well, olden days. People still do
way
this.
Back in the 90s.
When I was a child, we had our Grand Theft Autos. But yeah, when you played, Grand Theft Auto Top Down, you'd run over people because you didn't think they were real people.
Yeah.
Because if they are real, but because they weren't real people. When you're online, all you have is a name and possibly an avatar. They're not real people to anyone. They're just sort of, there's a name and a voice, but I can't see a face into that. They're not human.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know what it is about League of Legends as well that attracts specifically really angry people, because I got really into playing it a lot, but I really enjoyed it, and then it's a lot of MOBAs actually, because the first time I played League of Legends I was really bad at it, and I was receiving messages off of this guy when we were playing, and he was like, just disable your account, just quit, delete your account, and because you fucking suck. And then he was like, everyone report this noob, and I was like, I'm just trying to learn the game, man. And then I got a little bit sick of League of Legends, as I played a lot. And then this new one, Smite, came out. It's essentially the same thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It's a third-person MOBA this time. So I started playing that, and then this one was even more angry. But
really,
I didn't know. I was just readjusting, because I was used to playing a different type of character. So I was receiving death threats off of someone, and they were like, I hope you fucking die. And I was like, whoa, bro, come on. And he was like, I'm going to report you because you suck so much. And I was like, I think I should be reporting you for the death threats, sir.
You see, I never got that, mostly because whenever I was on Halo, I usually was on voice, but, they'd start to get angry at me, then they'd hear me talk and be like, oh man, you're British, that's awesome.
That's a pretty good, accent. That's good.
Thank you. I've been to America.
Yes.
I've seen the Empire State Building.
Therefore, I can speak like
American.
one of the natives. I can speak like an American.
But yeah, getting back to why people get so angry about it, I guess it is a case of, with a lot of games, they do tell you, you are the one who gets to save the world. And especially in games like that, where you can go to a tournament and win millions and millions of dollars.
Which, by the way, is absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy, but if it comes down to it, I have my issues with sport in general, but if there are people willing to pay these people £3 million a month to kick a little bit of lever around a field, then surely they get that money. Then
no,
fine.
I agree. Yeah,
it's like with a lot of YouTubers. It's like some statistics came out, I think it was a little while ago, basically claiming that PewDiePie earns upwards of millions of dollars a year just by making videos. And people got really angry with that. And it's a case of, well, first of all, he donates a lot of that money to charity. And second of all, you people are watching him.
Yeah.
You can't... it's not based... It doesn't matter if you've got ad block on. If you view that video, if you comment on that video, you are boosting the statistics and making more people watch that video.
Exactly.
If you want someone to go away, just get rid of them. Just don't look at them. Pretend they don't exist. Unsubscribe.
Don't look at their videos.
Unsubscribe. Don't bother disliking. Don't comment.
Which is a funny thing, because I like that we're going from angry people with video games to now angry people on YouTube. There was controversy over the Game Grumps putting a Wendy's.
Yes,
like kind of advert, but they did it as a joke to cover up Ross's. Was it Ross?
Yeah, because like Ross had his Steam key or something in the corner, and if you watch the video, he does say, "Oh, whoops, I can see my Steam keys in here." Barry, put over. Aaron, what's your favourite burger? Put that in the corner.
But what's funny is that the burger that they put up wasn't even a real burger made by Wendy's. No,
was it Burgie?
No, it wasn't burger.
Yeah, okay.
It was an actual burger, but
Okay.
it wasn't made by Wendy's.
Oh,
it wasn't. It's not a burger that they sell.
Okay, I remember Aaron saying words. I don't know if they were real words.
Half the time, I don't know what they're fucking saying on that show.
But this is a fucking beautiful segue to something I want to talk about. I found something fucking ridiculous on the internet yesterday.
I'm excited. Please tell me.
There is apparently a subreddit.
Oh, God.
For Game Grumps conspiracy theories. Now, I'm assuming you know what it's going to be about. They're all I've read through it, and it's jaw-dropping stuff. Like, all of it's just about theories as to why John left.
Oh no!
And there's an entire actual page in this Reddit post, sort of hints from John in the actual episodes as to how Aaron is a bad person, and all of them were just. When you take a joke and put it in text form completely out of context and without any laughter of the people on there, without any sense of humour, of course it's going to seem like they're just... Because one of the things was Aaron saying something on the lines of, "Because I value my money more than friendship," and John said, "Oh, that's too true."
Yeah.
And, fuck off Skype, I don't want to talk to whoever you are.
Oh my god, unprofessional.
Unprofessional, banned, why don't you just close your account and quit playing and die? Just... But yeah, some of the stuff on there, some of it holds, some sort of water. There's some sort of basis for a reaction. But again, when it's just taking a joke from an episode out of context, then of course it's going to look bad.
I know. Let me get down on your level, guys, because John left because he needed to focus on his own videos.
That's okay. That is one thing that was brought up on the Reddit. Apparently, John did tweet something along the lines of, during the Game Grumps season when he'd only uploaded 2 videos in a year of his own channel.
Good God. And the only reason I got into Game Grumps was because I became a huge fan of Jontron's overnight.
Really?
And then, it wasn't to do with Ego Raptor, because I used to watch his videos all the time, but I don't know what happened, but I was just obsessed with Jontron. It was I just watched a couple of his reviews, and I was like, I really like this guy's humor. So I just kind of followed him, and then saw that he was coming out with Game Grumps, and I was like, what the fuck? Ego Raptor and Jontron? Heaven, God. And I was hooked ever since. And then I went, which is funny, because when Jontron did first say that he was leaving, I boycotted Game Grumps.
So did I, have to admit.
I refused to watch it. But that was also because I had this previous kind of thing with hating Dan Avidan. But,
really?
But what's funny is that I completely go back on that now, because way back, he used to do this is before I watched any Ninja Sex Party videos. Yeah. He was... I can't remember what show it was, but I would watch this show and it had him as a host, and I cannot for the life of me remember, but he played, I get that it was a character now, but when I was way back, and I was just a fucking idiot that just took things for face value, I saw that he acted like a complete douche on this show, and I was like, dude, you're a prick. And then when I saw that he was coming on to Game Grumps as the new John, I was like, nope, not happening. Goodbye, Game Grumps.
Well, I will say my introduction to Game Grumps was pretty much how I expect everyone else to do it. I heard about it through a few people I followed on the internet, because obviously they got very big very quickly. Mm-hmm. Because obviously with the clout of John and Aaron, and it's a case of I looked at the name for, it looks okay, and I didn't really bother to watch it, and then I just sort of idly went, let's look at a clip from Game Grumps, and it was the episode of Sonic 06 where Knuckles got stuck.
Oh yeah. What is this?
And it was actually an animated version, which was weird, that got me into it.
Yeah, it's the you gotta look inside yourself and ask yourself, what are you willing to put up with today? Not fucking this!
Welcome to Quotes the Show. But yeah, I watched that and thought, if this show is like this all the time, then I'm gonna fucking love it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I didn't get into Game Grumps straight away. I watched like loads of best ofs, which I have to say,
those are really good.
Those are really good. Some of my favourite videos, though, I will have to say, are the best of Barry.
Thank you. I adore Barry, and I will always watch. There's I'm gonna do a little shout out here. There's this channel called Lesmovids, LESMOVIDS. Check them out. He just does. It might be a she. I'm not sure.
We've triggered someone.
I'm so sorry. But the Spike.
You Spike. Thank you.
Sorry. Yes. So he does a bunch of compilations, and he does like these best of Barry's, best of Dan's.
Yes, I knew I heard the name somewhere.
Yeah. I think he also does like the best of Dan Jewish jokes.
Oh yes,
and those are great as well. But I love Barry. I think he's a great editor. And a lot of people don't like that he's been taking more of a face role in Game Grumps, but I don't know I think I might have a bit of a crush on Barry, but I think he's really funny.
Okay, I don't always harp on Game Grumps too much because competition and everything.
Yeah. Well, of course.
But my thing with Barry is I think he's great when he has time to think of a joke. Like when he edits, he's brilliant. Sometimes in Table Flip, I just kind of get the sense of he's trying to force himself to be humourful. But
I love Table Flip.
I do love Table Flip, but mostly when it's just the Game Grumps people or Markiplier. But less...
He's so handsome.
Moving on. But yes, going back to the whole Game Grumps conspiracy theory thing, before this table tips over.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
How revolting.
I'm sorry.
But true.
But yeah, a lot of it is stupid, but they do seem to be kind of sensible in their craziness. Like, someone will post the thing and will be like, oh, John said this once, and he said this in another video, that means this, and then they'll be, like, the top comment will be, dude, you're fucking retarded, don't say that shit.
Yeah, but, like, what's funny is that there was, one of the kind of, like, Game Grumps animated things that someone made.
Yeah.
And it was talking about, like, how... it was obviously a joke, because Jontron said something stupid or whatever.
Yeah.
And so... Aaron pretended like he was on the phone. He was like, hello, Psychics Hotline.
Oh, yeah!
You gave me a shitty sidekick, and I thought that was hilarious at the time.
Well, yeah, did you see...
But he gets a new sidekick!
And in the actual animated thing, like, one of the sidekicks is Danny.
Yes!
But yeah, my thing is, like, what happened originally, like, obviously John said that it was mostly to focus on Jontron, which... considering, he did say that, Game Grumps wasn't detracting his attention from it, but considering the fact that during Game Grumps he uploaded, like, 2 videos,
in an entire year.
Post Game Grumps he's uploading, like, nearly once every month, every 2 months about that. So,
which is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and,
considering the quality his videos are.
I'd say, like, a good 80% of them are great.
Yeah.
There's occasionally one that's like, that wasn't as funny as the others, but it was still entertaining.
Well, like, anytime he does, like, a Malkovich's gaming one, I really don't like that.
Really? I fucking love Malkovich.
I really liked Malkovich when, like, Aaron was the
Malkovich's game show.
Yeah, I really liked that. But some other of the Malkoviches I've kind of watched.
There's
and
only
been
been one other, hasn't there?
I thought there was at least 2. I don't know.
Well, 2 including the one with Aaron. But yeah, like, what happened, like, pretty much, like, straight after John left, he did, like, a live stream with Peanut Butter Gamer, I think it was. Playing some game or other, I can't remember what it was. And he had said on air something along the lines of, basically saying that one of the main reasons he moved was to be with his girlfriend in New York.
What? Yeah.
But anyway, to sidetrack from that, like, a lot of the other conspiracy theories thing, like, claim that, they gave some evidence to support it at least, that, like, perhaps that John didn't convey his reasoning enough for wanting to leave, and Aaron kind of got pissed at him, because it is kind of weird just... the fact that John leaves and he's legally not allowed to talk about it, and he's legally not allowed to be a part of Game Grumps anymore.
Really?
Because did you know the thing they love to latch onto like a fucking leech? These people at Conspiracy Theory, Jontron, Game Grumps, whatever it was.
Yes.
Is the fact that during one of the Super Mario Wii U World, whichever one it was, the one where they were cats and everything.
Yeah.
Like at the end of each level, they have like a scrolling screen at the top of like sketches that people have done. Level. And one of them was completely blank, and like the username was changed, like potato or something silly like that. And people had actually tracked down the original like sketch, and the sketch had said Aaron acknowledged Jontron.
Oh.
And they censored it.
Oh.
Which, it does seem to be a thing of... There seems to be a lot more than is, surface level, but I don't think it's, like, crazy shit that these people... It's like, oh, Jontron did 9/11, that's why Aaron hates him now. And it's just...
Oh, God.
Sorry, we're harping on this too long.
Nathan,
yes.
You're blowing my mind right now. I actually had not heard that one before. I need to check out the subreddit.
For the benefit of the recording, there is no evidence that Jontron caused 9/11.
Oh, Christ.
So that was the topic I wanted to talk about.
But you people fucking act like he does.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The amount... I've given up on reading the comments of Game Grumps, because it's all inane nonsense.
Rage.
Anyway, you have a lot that you want to talk about, and we've already taken up far too much time, so you go ahead.
There is, if we're on Let's Plays right now, let's veer off. Okay. Okay. You have your own Let's Play. You do.
Yes.
Yes.
It hurts to call it that, but in my heart I know it's true.
It is a Let's Play.
It is.
Okay, so how do you choose what game you want to do? Do you focus on the new fad that will get you views, or do you want to do what is fun and that you just want to play?
Well, what it comes down to is a lot of the games, because there have been games that we've played and uploaded where it's been a case of I'd pick it up and think, I love this game, I think it's fun, let's do a video on this and upload it, and the video would be quite shit. It's like Overboard, for example. I used to love that game as a child, even though I never got anywhere past the second level at all. But, just the concept of, oh, I'm a pirate ship and I get to shoot things. But it was just an entire episode of me and Jace just slagging off the game. And it was heartbreaking, honestly. But yeah, what it comes down to is, are we either A, going to find this game fun, or B, are we going to be able to make this entertaining?
Yes.
It really comes down to a case of... Okay, one phrase that I think is going to come up in the next about 20 times in the next conversation is the term YouTube fodder.
Yeah.
Which is games, I can English, which are games such as, Five Nights at Freddy's, I Am Bread, which I believe is the one that you specifically brought up.
Oh, yeah.
So shall I slow down my horses so you can take up the course on that one?
I don't know. So yes. Basically, I was just trying to get you to just... See why you chose games.
Yeah.
And then we're going to discuss why we think other Let's Players choose their games. More famous ones, really.
Well...
not that you weren't well viewed. But...
No, I am very poorly well viewed. I will admit that now. Although apparently, like a couple of my associates on the internet shared around my Portal 2 video, which came out last week.
Yeah.
And that's apparently after they shared it, it went from 4 views to 19 within a couple of seconds. So I'm like, sweet.
Wait, what? You did a Portal 2 video?
Yeah. Okay. It's a new series. Okay, I'll plug this shit now. It's it's a new series It's going to be very sparse, I will say. That Jason and I are doing called Drinking Games.
Oh yes, I did see that show up on my YouTube video.
Yeah, you should, basically what it is Jason and I have an alcoholic beverage of the day, and we challenge ourselves to see how bladdered we can get while we play through this game, and we basically keep going until one person just can't play anymore.
Oh my god.
And this is the introduction. We played Portal 2 multiplayer while on absinthe.
Oh fuck. Okay.
The first episode, I don't like watching my own things. It's rather painful for me to edit sometimes, but I think that one, Dead Space, and Five Nights at Freddy's in the entire video have been some of my favourite things to watch.
Yeah.
It's like I don't find myself all that entertaining, but Sorry, I did a burp. That's professional. Sometimes I will just... I will say something in the video and just laugh out loud for some reason. And I know it's terrible. It's really gauche to find yourself amusing.
Gauche.
But yeah, I can use posh words.
Look at you flamboyant homosexual.
But yeah, when it comes to picking videos, well, I'll defend YouTube fodder, because a lot of the cases with games like I Am Bread, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Surgeon Simulator, which we've not done a video in yet.
Are you going to?
I don't know.
Make it a drinking games.
That's the thing,
please.
This is actually a bit behind the scenes footage, because about 2 years ago, actually, I think it was, Jason and I recorded a drunk Surgeon Simulator, but it wasn't that entertaining, so we just scrapped the entire idea of Let's Plays altogether.
Oh, God.
And then, obviously, things happen again. But then, you're not interviewing me. I'm not,
No, yes, that's true.
The way I see it is, the games tend to be well made in some sort of way. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's, it's not a wildly intricate game. You have about, like, 4 actions you can do.
Yeah, but there's... it's funny, because I've never, ever played Five Nights at Freddy's. 1 or 2. Never played it. I've watched plenty of videos, just never played it. But it really interests me, like, the story and the intricacies behind it. The story blew my goddamn mind.
We talk about game theory's idea of the story, I will say. But, because there's, the story itself in the game isn't really all that involved. It is all in the background, as game theory says.
It's all there if you look for it, but...
Yeah. What I will kind of... not to say anything bad about the man, but his second video on Five Nights at Freddy's just kind of completely erase everything he said in the first video. Because you can't be the killer and have the other guy be the killer as well. But again, you watch the video if you want to know about it.
Yes, go check out Game Theory.
Game Theory, a better website.
Good
website,
God.
YouTube channel. Jesus Christ, we're doing well.
I think we've plugged like 3 other YouTube channels.
Go watch anything else but this. I think that's what we're trying to say.
You can't watch a podcast.
Now you're blowing my mind. So I'm watching it right now. I see all the little bars and wavy things.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's going to want to watch bars and wavy things.
You don't know.
They're here to listen to the sultry tones of our voice.
People watch weird shit.
They do. But the funny thing is, I follow a lot of podcasts, but I do it before bed. Because my brain is too engaged at night for me to fall asleep normally. So if I listen to other people talk about inane bullshit, then poof.
It is weird, because I pretty much can't sleep now without listening to a podcast.
No way!
It's gotten really weird, because it did start off like a thing of, I listen to one podcast, I'll think, oh, that's entertaining, I'll use it on my train journeys, because, it's like a half-hour train journey to wherever I needed to be. And then I'd find a new one, and it's like, oh, it's got all these different personalities, I'll follow all them, then there's going to be another one. Now I've got like 5 podcasts I'm subscribed to, and I've got to listen to them all the time. I've listened, so half of them aren't even putting out new episodes anymore, but I've got to listen to them again. Yeah. They're just too good.
I'm listening to several, and they update fairly recently, but I don't know what's happened to Co-optional Podcast. It's like disappeared. I think it's come back.
I'm not familiar with them.
Co-optional Podcast is usually involves Total Biscuit.
Oh, good.
Dodger.
Oh yes, okay, yeah, I remember it now.
Jesse Cox.
Yeah,
who was amazing.
I'm aware of that show purely because I know Jim Sterling occasionally guests on it.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Yes, I watched. Fuck. Listened.
Great.
You've got me doing it. But yes. Oh my God, we are so far off topic.
We are half an hour in and we've talked about nothing.
Oh God. Okay, so back to I Am Bread.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, I Am Bread is a game where you are a piece of bread and you are trying to find, let's say creative ways to toast yourself.
Yes.
In the first level, it's quite obvious your objective is to get into the toaster, which is obvious. And then
and will take you an hour from what I've seen.
Yes. And then the second level, there is no toaster in the room and you're like,
What? Is there not?
No, there's no toaster in the room, and you're like, what the fuck do I do? So, you kind of flop around as this piece of bread, and you have 4 buttons that controls each kind of limb of this piece of bread. Yeah, slim corner, and then
I will say it is white bread, which is kind of racist.
Yeah. Where's the whole grain option?
Yeah, come on, guys,
Game
get it
developers.
sort it out.
God. So yeah,
Gamer getting all that.
apparently, apparently for some ungodly reason, this piece of bread can latch itself and grip onto walls,
Yeah.
which is terrifying. What is that bread made out of?
All that game makes me think is, I want to see a complete remake of all the Alien films, except they're all bread.
Yes,
All of the facehuggers, just a loaf of bread.
I love the Alien films, and that sounds like a great idea.
Ridley Scott, get on it.
I think they need to remake the Alien Isolation as well, and just make it a big fucking piece of bread that's chasing you around. That's great. But yeah, so sorry, second level. I'm just gonna go off of the fucking Game Grumps episode of this because
I didn't. Okay.
So yeah, they I think it was Ross controlling, but they wandered over to they eventually made it to another side of the room, and they're all perplexed, like, where the fuck is the toaster?
Yeah.
And then through some mishap of events, they drop a bowling ball onto a television. The television breaks, and they kind of throw themselves onto the television, and Ross is like, "Holy shit, we're toasting!" And it's like, no way. So you actually have to kind of think creatively to toast yourself.
Yeah.
But so there is some merit to the game.
Yeah,
it is creative. It's not simply let's watch YouTubers scream and whatever. But
as I mentioned earlier, Jim Sterling, he has a YouTube channel where he plays those YouTube fodder games, but he plays the really shit ones that no one is playing. Like going back to it, like, I think the only reason people buy these games is because PewDiePie plays them.
Yeah,
and PewDiePie plays every game there is under the sun because he has to upload 5 episodes a day. But I'm not spiteful to him.
It's ridiculous. How do you have time for that, Felix? Just
want
to point out. I've never watched a single PewDiePie video.
Really?
Never ever.
It's interesting. I found him in a really strange way, considering how 6 million people found him. Because I was actually playing Amnesia at the time.
Yeah.
Like the original game, and I was looking for a walkthrough.
I love Amnesia.
And I love Amnesia as well. It's one of the few games that has actually scared me shitless.
Oh.
But yeah, I was looking up for an Amnesia walkthrough, and I came across as his first episode, and I thought, okay, this is helpful and kind of amusing. I'll watch that, and then this was very early. This was when he was doing Cry of Fear, which was an old game.
Yes.
Basically, yeah, it was just a case of this is basically just walkthroughs for games, but they're also entertaining because he's kind of a wuss.
Okay.
Which is, a fun way of looking at it. But it was a case of just bad things happen to him, and we all like to see people in grief for some reason, especially when they're
it's that
Swedish.
Whole Schadenfreude kind of thing.
And it was it's just a case of I kind of got into him because that was a noise. Sorry about that. Because it's just fun to watch someone play video games and have the reaction, but it did kind of get to a point where it's a case of it didn't seem like he was having fun anymore. He was literally just reacting because he knew he had to. But I've watched some of his stuff recently, and it's a case of he doesn't seem that fazed by anything anymore.
It's just he's seen some shit, man.
Yeah.
He has seen some shit.
He wasn't a terribly funny person. It was just a case of funny things happened to him.
Yeah.
Which is, entertaining in itself, but it's not a reliable source. So, naturally after a while I just kind of grew off him. And I'll go back occasionally, but it's just usually the case of he'll play some shitty little Steam game that only 6 people have bought, and he'll scream at everything that happens. Because that's what you do to get famous on YouTube.
Indeed. Funnily enough, when I watch videos, I don't tend to do it just to watch someone scream and whatever.
No.
Because everyone has their own sense of humor, and I respect people that think that's funny, but it's not my cup of tea. And also I saw the fan base and how grossly just horrible and obsessive so I just veered away from that. Usually I'm pretty I watched all of Markiplier's Alien Isolation videos recently,
right?
And what you said about kind of being jaded about reactions is kind of what I saw from Markiplier there as well, because it all seemed a little bit like doing it for the camera and not for himself. But you know, when that's your job, it's kind of what you have to do. And I like Markiplier, don't get me wrong. But like, just seeing that kind of makes you disconnect with a video a little bit.
But the thing is, I think he has the sense to realise that, you know, he can just react however he wants to. Like, especially with the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, because, you know, at first, obviously, he was terrified, but he just kind of gets to the point of, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. But
except less British.
It's funny, because everyone who, especially Markiplier, who did that 2020
fucking hell.
bullshit at Five Nights at Freddy.
It took him 7 hours or something stupid like that.
Oh, Christ. You just become so desensitized to that, you're just like, God damn it. God damn it, random number generator. But, yeah. Well, I like Markiplier.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't subscribe to him, but, you know, if Jace or Craig watches a particularly funny episode of his, I'll probably look into it. It's like, you know, I found out about Five Nights at Freddy's through Markiplier, as I think everyone did, really.
Well, probably.
I didn't really find PewDiePie's Let's Play very funny at all, to be fair. But, you know, I'm not allowed to slag other
don't
Let's
do
Plays
that.
off. I can't.
I can do that because I don't have a Let's
do that.
Play.
I think all Let's Players are great.
Yes.
You should watch all of them, ever.
But, like, I found out about Five Nights at Freddy through Tumblr.
Really?
Yeah, because on Tumblr I follow a lot of Homestuck blogs, and then through that I had a lot of people follow me, and I followed them without kind of checking out their stuff. Yeah. Because I was like, hey, a follower's a follower, be my friend.
Follow back.
And they're all furries, right? And they all post terrible sexual things about Five Nights at Freddy. And
oh yes, this is something Jason and I have discussed very much. Like the amount of porn of Five Nights at Freddy's. Apparently there's some with Markiplier in it.
What?
That's what I've been told.
No!
I need to find it for research purposes.
It makes me so uncomfortable that people could find, like,
animatronics. You know, if you know,
all I mean, if you're into furries, I'm not going to kink shame. All right, that's cool. You do what you do, but
it's often a case of, you know,
these are robots and they're trying to kill you.
If you're into something and it harms no one, do as you will. I think there's nothing, you know, as harmless as wanting to have sex with something that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
but robots and Markiplier. That's kind of a weird thing for me.
The internet bamboozles me.
It's a whole Rule 34 thing. If it exists, there's porn of it. But there's no porn of me. That's all I can say. Where's my porn, people?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Everyone that watches
watches this podcast.
Oh God, no! Everyone that watches Nate's Let's Play. There we are. Just draw some porn of Nate and Jace.
What's the opposite to the theory of like 1,000,000 typewriters and 1,000,000 monkeys? Because I think that applies here. Like no people and no pencils.
There's just the deep blank nothingness. Please watch
to the
all of
internet
Jace.
void who is listening to this.
No, I'm sure there's like one or two people.
There are probably one or two very strange people who I probably know who are going to listen to this.
I mean, I'm probably gonna post this link on Twitter and Facebook, and then everyone will probably watch it or not because no one really cares about my life. But if you do, well done, and thank you for watching.
I'm just going to finish this episode and pretend it never happened.
Oh, man. What?
It'll just be a faded memory.
No! That's fine, because
It'll be like Memento, except forwards.
No! I'll post it on Facebook, and then your brother will see it.
Oh, God.
And he'll send it around to people.
And then he'll message me just why.
Why? Just
the letter.
With a full stop at the end.
Yes.
Just to
Not even a question
Just to
mark.
let you know how displeased he is. Why?
Oh dear. I'm sure we have more than 2 topics.
I'm sure.
Okay. So,
I'm sure we got onto 3.
did we?
Yeah.
Oh no, we did, didn't we?
League of Legends, Let's Plays,
and Game Grumps conspiracy theories.
Aha.
Okay, to sum up the previous conversation,
Yo.
I don't think there's anything wrong with sort of YouTube baits so long as it's made well. When you get shit
Yes.
like, what is it, like Rock Simulator?
Oh god, it's just I don't know what it is, but people will create something and then put simulator after it, and
It's
cha-ching!
It's just such a cynical way of looking at things, because people only make games to be on YouTube now. People don't make games for thinking, oh, I want to make a game that people will love.
Enjoy,
and, people look back and think, oh, that was a fun game. So, no, I want to make a game that someone on YouTube will play and scream at, even though it's not scary.
Yeah, whatever happened to, like...
Whatever happened to the love?
Where's the love, guys?
Where's the
Come
love?
on, game developers. Jeez.
Kickstarter kind of died a death, didn't it?
Oh, Kickstarter.
Because, it first came to light, obviously, with the a Double Fine project.
Yes.
Which, I didn't have any money at the time, so I couldn't put anything towards it. And to be fair, I'm kind of glad, because Broken Age, the game that they released, just doesn't really look like the sort of thing I'd be into. Because I love Psychonauts, but point-and-click adventure games I'm kind of not into. Except, we can segue into two topics here. I don't know what to go for.
Exciting.
Either we can go on to your topic that's related to Kickstarter, Mighty Number 9,
yes.
or we can talk about the games I bought on Steam.
I think we should go on to yours, right?
Right.
But first, I've never played Psychonauts, but all I've heard is praise. Do you recommend it?
As all you've heard is praise, no.
Okay.
Because it is a wonderful game, but it's one of those games that if you only hear good things about, you're going to not like it. Because you're expecting Jesus to just come down and suck you off as soon as you turn on the game. But
fantastic.
Which, happens at one point, but it's not that great. He's not had enough practice, but...
well, it's
Why did I say that?
It's not surprising,
The beard kind of oh, shit. I'm just going to stop.
To all you Christians out there.
To anyone listening, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I apologise on his behalf.
The game itself is fun. The writing is it's really funny at points, but just don't expect the best game ever sort of thing if you go into it. Just expect a damn fine
mediocre
game.
Things.
Not even mediocre. It's just like, it's a really fun game to play. I've never completed it because the last boss is fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit
bosses, just shout out, you suck.
They're not bullshit all the way through. It's literally a case of, it's fairly simple.
Yeah.
Like, all the way through. And then it just jumps up at the end for no reason.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it this way, like, throughout the entire game, your enemies are like, sort of, like, imaginary animals, or, like, people, or, like, mind things, or things like that. Your last fucking boss is a tank.
Oh.
And you're a child.
Oh.
How the fuck is that gonna go well?
Speaking of... Oh, no.
No,
I'm
my
not
topic.
even going.
Yes, part.
But what platform is Psychonauts on, again?
It's on... I think it's either on It's on PS2 and PC. I play it on PC.
Oh, is it on PC?
Yeah.
What?
You can get it for fairly cheap on PC. I think you go to, like, GOG.com. They have it cheap there.
Oh my god, I love GOG. That's where I got...
I got Dungeon Keeper from there.
That's where I got myself... the best game of 2014, Shovel Knight. And
I've heard so many good things about that.
The only good reason that Kickstarter is a thing.
Oh yeah, that was Kickstarter as well, wasn't it? But no, my topic.
Yes,
we're not going back onto Kickstarter.
Sorry.
Basically, I think over the Steam winter sale, I bought 5 games. I'm going to just gloss over a couple of them because they're not really all that interesting to talk about. I bought Age of Empires 2 HD because I used to play that game a lot when I was a child. Nidhogg, which there is a video of my channel.
Yes, I saw, and it was so laggy.
Yeah, it was. I
watched like halfway through, and I was like, "Oh, I cannot do this."
No, it upsets the eyes. But again, it was a case of we had so much fun playing it, but like watching it back, I was like, "Oh God, this video is terrible."
It makes me sad because I've seen so many like gameplay of so many. I'm really good at English.
Yeah.
So much gameplay of Nidhogg, and I think it's a really great party game.
It really is.
Like, it's just a shame that you were lagging so much because I was like, I love this game.
Well, no, I think I mentioned in the video, just like the first recorder, it lagged it to the point of just unplayableness.
Yeah.
The second recorder, it was playable, but it looked and sounded terrible. But anyway, Age of Empires 2, Nidhogg. I got Don't Starve.
Oh, I've played that, and I have mixed feelings about it.
I'm kind of in the same place because I don't understand it. Like, the only things I've heard about it is glowing praise again, and I just kind of went into it and I played it. It's like, this is kind of like Minecraft but shit. It's like Minecraft but less intuitive, which is a fucking mind boggle.
Indeed. But what I find quite amusing about that is if you kind of go into it already comparing it to something, then you're already going to have a bad time.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I'm sure if you know how to play it, then it's great. But it's a case of I survived like 5 nights and I just didn't have enough.
Five nights.
Yes, 5 days, whatever. It's on my mind still. It haunts my days and my nights. And it just then I just died because I didn't have enough resources to go through the night. It's like, well, shit, this wasn't fun for me. But it's okay because I got like £2 on Steam.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I that's kind of the same thing with me when I first played through it. I didn't have fun. I didn't think it was fun. I collected things and it all felt like busy work. It didn't feel like fun.
Well, I did kind of have a similar thing to other crafting games. I won't say the M word again. Where it's a case of, okay, I need to make this, so I'll get these things. But it was a case of, I need to make this, but you can only build certain things when it lets you, and that's something I didn't like. If I can find the resources, I want to make a fucking time machine at the very beginning of the game, if I so damn please. It's like,
if I want to dig down, find diamonds, create myself a diamond pickaxe, gather netherstone, and then go to the nether, I will do so.
Again, it was a case of I was comparing it too much to Minecraft, because my very first reaction was, I want to build a house and a bed. I can't do that. Oh.
You can build a fire.
You build a fire and you can stand around it. That's the thing, because it makes you
stand there and wait.
Yeah, because during the game you have to stand around a fire during the entire night, else you will die.
Yes.
That's all you can do, and it's like, Anyway, so yeah, that's not one of the games we're supposed to talk about.
Yes.
The two games I do want to talk about are, because I love them so much, Hotline Miami.
Yes.
Which is a beautiful fucking game.
It's another thing I've heard nothing but praise about.
It's one of those games where I will play it for 3 hours, but for medical reasons I shouldn't, because if I play more than an hour, I will kill something or someone.
Oh god.
It's a really, I wouldn't say it's a clever combination, but it's a really interesting combination of sort of a puzzle game and a shooter. Because it's a case of you can just run in with a gun if you can find one and just shoot everyone down, but you will die. You have to plan ahead, like more than you would in any game, but it will trick you into thinking, fuck it, I'm too angry to plan ahead, I'm going to run in with a machine gun, and then that will work for some reason after half an hour of intricate planning. So one of the tips it constantly gives you is enemies are predictable, except they change their path every time you play. It's like,
great.
Sure, they're predictable for that life, but one life goes and then you walk into a room and all of a sudden there's 5 people walking into the room after you for no reason. It's a kind of glitchy, which is unfortunate. Like, someone will shoot me through a wall and I'm like, great, that was cheap. But not quite as glitchy as probably my favourite game that I purchased from the Steam Winter Sale, The Wolf Among Us.
Oh.
This is a Telltale game, the same people who did the Walking Dead, and it is because, as I said before, I'm not really that into point-and-click adventure games, but this one in particular, it was really well done, because it's less action-focused and more story-focused than, then again, it's a point-and-click adventure game, of course they would be.
I do love myself some story.
Yeah, essentially the story... I've gone teenager again. Puberty's just hit. As I was saying. Basically, the story is about you are Bigby Wolf, the big bad wolf, in a city full of fables and other stories and fairy tale creatures who live in this city in New York, and they're trying to just sort of keep themselves among normal humans and hide themselves away. But everyone knows you as the big bad wolf and hates you because of it, and yet you're the sheriff of them. So everyone just kind of suspects of you and all that. And basically, the good/evil path is whether you decide to use that to enforce the law, or just try and be nice and have everyone respect you.
Which never goes well.
Except, again though, it is really well done, because you can sort of like be an arsehole for the first episode, and then start being good in the second one, and like the dialogue will change constantly, just kind of reflect. It's like, oh, you were like this yesterday, what the hell are you being like this now? Just sort of like... And, Bigby will obviously give us a sense, I'm trying to not be an arsehole, that sort of thing. It's really well written, really well voice acted. It is the glitchiest fucking thing I've played, though.
Really?
I came across a really interesting glitch as soon as I, finished the game.
Right.
I had pretty much finished, the final sort of test, as it were, like the last sort of, oh, I've got to do something quick, and this will like decide the entire outcome of the game.
Careful, spoiler.
I'm not going to spoil anything. Basically, this is the last episode, obviously, and I did that. And then it tried to go on to the next scene, except it was just sort of like an open pan of the scene, with no characters.
Oh, right.
There would be, like, a dialogue box would open and just be like, ... And in all 4 of the dialogue choices, it is, there is no dialogue here, there is no dialogue here, there is no dialogue here, there is no dialogue here. I was like, okay. I'd click them at random, and it would just and then move on to the next scene, and it would just be, again, no people, no dialogue here, no dialogue here, no dialogue here, and I'd click another one.
That is terrifying.
And then, after I finished all that, it took me right back to the beginning of that episode.
Oh.
Except, there were no people in the scene. There was just a floating knife that was coming at me. And my reaction was just, what? What?
What is going on?
So I quit the game thinking, oh, fucking please don't say I've lost my entire save. And I load it up, and it started me, just before the glitch. I was like, thank fuck. But that is the weirdest experience I've ever had with a game. I thought it was haunted, I have to say.
Oh god, this is a creepypasta.
I was fearful for my life.
You're giving them creepypasta information now.
No, because it was a case
Start writing.
It was a case of, because I will say, in the scene where there was the floating knife, not all the characters were gone, just one of the characters who was dead.
Ah.
And I was thinking, is this a part of the game? Is this my moral choices haunting me?
Is this meant to happen? Is this...
See, I just sort of carried along until I realised I'm playing the entire game again. So
just certain characters have not loaded.
Yeah. And so I quit and I restarted my file, and it was like, great, and now I get 2 dialogue choices and then the game finishes. But I will say, as great as the game is, I don't really care for the ending. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it just kind of has the feeling of you haven't fixed much. You basically, shit's going down in Fabletown is what the story is, and you have to fix everything, but by the end, pretty much everything's the same as it was, except there's less people.
But is there good character development?
There is very good character development. As I said, you can build your characters, and the other characters will react and build around how you build. It's okay, yeah. That's all I want to say about that. Great game. If you get the chance, get Wolf Among Us.
I really enjoy myself some really good character development. Yeah. So there's a chance I will. Yeah. I've never played a Telltale game before. They
make very glitchy games from what I've seen.
Have you heard that they are? Well, first, I've watched someone do an entire playthrough of The Walking Dead because I was really tired and I was like, I'm not going to buy this game. Yeah. So I just watched the entire thing because they were pretty much making the same decisions I would have. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it. So yeah, but also, did you hear that they're creating a new IP?
Telltale?
Yeah.
I did not actually know.
Yeah, they so after they create their new Minecraft one,
I had actually heard about that. Yes,
they are creating a new one after that, and I think there's speculation about what it's about, but I have not. I don't think I've seen any. Okay, but yes, Telltale Games are making a new IP, and
that's interesting.
It could be anything, considering what they've made games about in the past.
Again, as I've said, their story writing is phenomenal. Minecraft, obviously, I'm gonna look into. Again, it's like that and the Minecraft movie. I have no fucking idea what they're gonna do, but the Lego movie was great.
I'm sorry, what?
What, the Lego movie was great?
No, Minecraft movie. What?
Oh, this was announced a while ago that Microsoft have agreed to make a Minecraft movie, but I think recently it was either canned or they were coming under complications, as it were.
We have come too far.
We have come too far.
Oh my god. Society is doomed.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about the games I've played. I can't remember my other topic at all. It was Grand Theft Auto 5 has been pushed back to March, I think it was. This was announced 2 days after they said, nah, don't worry about it. The PC version of Grand Theft Auto 5 is not going to be delayed at all.
Ha!
Yeah.
Never ever trust them.
To be fair,
but hasn't the PC version been supposed to come out for ages now?
Well, yeah, I think it was supposed to come out at the same time as the Xbox One and the PS4 version. And then it was delayed to January, and then they said, don't worry, we're not going to delay it past January, and then they delayed it past January.
Ha.
Yeah, but to be fair, is that honestly going to be big? I mean, anyone who wants to play Grand Theft Auto 5 has already played it on another system.
I mean, I suppose there's like the PC gaming master race that will still hold out on never playing the game until it is released on PC.
There are some weird people who play video games.
Yeah, elitist is what I like to call them, and they're all pricks.
I wouldn't say all of them, but their attitudes is very prickish.
Yes. Oh, I'm too good for you console degenerates. But then again, I am also a PC gamer. So.
Yeah, I play a majority of my... I just said I've bought like 5 games on the Steam sale. I play a majority of my games on Steam. It's not a choice of console. I don't like them. It's just a case of it's too expensive.
Consoles are so expensive.
Well, because, I play a lot of my games on my laptop, which I've had for like 3 years. It's probably dead by now. It's obviously not dead because you're hearing this, which I'm recording on it. But it's
meta.
Yeah. It's just a case of video games on consoles. They tend to be quite expensive. Like they're like 40 quid on launch.
Yeah, there was are they
like 50 now?
60, 70.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know what specifically it was, but it was like 60 quid on launch.
I know.
I was like,
I know Activision do that with Call of Duty. They charge like 10 quid extra because they can, because they're Call of Duty.
But that's like when I think it was Metal Gear Ground Zeroes.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah,
basically the Metal Gear demo,
the Metal Gear 5 demo, but pay for it because I said so. Because I'm Hideo fucking Kojima.
I'll give you a free fucking amazing teaser game like PT for free.
If anything, I think PT's worth more than Ground Zeroes.
I would have paid money for PT.
Honestly, I would pay like 5 quid for PT. I would not pay a penny for Ground Zeroes.
Boo, Ground Zeroes.
Not anything against the game itself. Jace is playing it at the moment.
Yeah, but it's so short. So short. Not worth the 50 fucking quid price tag.
I've never played it. I've been told by internet sources that if you do go through like the side quests and do everything you can in that game, you can get like
your money's worth.
You can maybe get like 5 hours out of it. But again, that's not really. I don't really think that's entirely worth it.
No.
Anyway, we're running out of time. I'd suggest picking one topic, if that's all right.
Whoa. Oh god, where am I? Okay. If I choose this topic, we'll probably run on forever.
Is it Nintendo?
It is Nintendo.
It's Nintendo. Okay.
It's Nintendo.
Okay. Well, probably not, because I'm not that big of a Nintendo fan.
No?
No, I grew up with a Sega Mega Drive, and the first Nintendo console I owned, aside from a Game Boy, because they don't count, was a Wii.
They totally count.
Was a Wii.
What? You never had a NES or a N64?
No.
What?
No.
What kind of 90s kid are you?
I had a Game Boy Advanced SP.
Yes.
And I think the 2 games I only ever played in it was I'm trying to remember the names now. It was Pokemon Fire Red.
Huzzah.
Of course,
yes.
because you have to have a Pokemon game if you have a Nintendo
course.
console. And Gunstar Heroes.
Oh.
Because I owned that game on the Mega Drive, and then it was ported to the Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, then I guess we will talk about this. Okay, so Nintendo has been in this habit for a long time, for a while now.
Yeah.
Since the aforementioned Fire
Since
Red.
before video games ever existed, really.
Yeah, but they've gotten into this habit of re-releasing old games, but new.
HD.
And, HD and, remastered kind of things.
I will defend them in this sense of a case of they brought out a low-spec console in the Wii, and then they brought out pretty much the exact same console, but in HD, the next generation. So I can understand it from that point, and it's not exactly a new business sense. No. Look at fucking Capcom!
Yeah.
Fucking Resident Evil remastered coming out for whatever it is.
Yeah, but Resident Evil 4, best game.
That's a video we might be doing. That's probably going to be an I've never played, because I've never played it.
Have you?
I've never played Resident Evil 4.
Oh my god! I mean, I know I just made the joke, but in my own opinion, it is the best one.
A lot of people say so. I am eager to hop into it.
Oh god, I really like the fourth Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think it's like Leon's bad boy attitude and his leather jacket, and it just gets me going.
While we
Not
are
like
on
in a
topic
sexual
of
way.
Resident Evil on offer for Nintendo, I've never liked Resident Evil.
Like, ever?
No, I was gifted the Wii version of Resident Evil 1 and 0 for Christmas, like years and years ago. I just couldn't handle it.
You see,
like the stupid fucking puzzle solving, which isn't really puzzle solving. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you've got to get a sharp blade to dig into this ice block, but not that sharp blade. It has to be specifically this sharp blade.
You have
cockheads.
You have a specific metal symbol. Where could it go?
Yeah, it's like what got me in the first game is, oh, there's a lion on the door. What could it mean? I don't know. Tell me something, game.
But funnily enough, I don't like the older Resident Evils for the same reason that people don't like. Well, for the opposite reason that people don't like
You can't
the
stand
new
the voice
Resident
acting.
Evils.
I was going to say,
I really don't like the fixed camera angles. I find it gaudy and unplayable.
It's terrible.
But I mean, that's probably just me being really like dumb. And
no, I think it's just I can understand it from like an artistic point of view, but if you're going to have me in a game where I'm like holding onto every bullet,
yeah,
don't make me question what the fuck is down the corridor by pointing at my stupid flat head.
And then what really gets me is that you'll be running in a certain direction, and then because the camera changes, your fucking controls get changed, and you're like, fuck, I was running this direction and now I'm running back, and now I gotta run in the other direction, and fuck. But what and this is a super unpopular opinion, but I don't love them, but I actually enjoyed Resident Evil 5 and 6.
Shun. No, I will say,
but you don't even like Resident Evil. Come on, you can't shun me.
I enjoyed Resident Evil 5 for one reason. I played it with another person while drinking.
Oh well, I don't. There's no way to defend myself now. But I don't. I don't like action shooty games.
No.
I do not care for them. I don't play games like that. I'm really bland, and I'm into like role playing games and whatever. I prefer things with really good stories.
Yeah.
Which Resident Evil, let's be honest, it rehashes the same one. But I don't know. It's just I just really get a kick out of kicking zombies in the face and seeing their faces explode.
Well, that's the thing. I don't understand why people hated Resident Evil 5 so much. I mean, as a game, it was fairly well put together. The inventory system was a load of fucking shit.
Well, yeah, but the inventory system for Resident Evil as a whole has been bullshit since the first game.
From what I've seen of 4, it was lovely. Just like the whole sort of, you can have allocated spaces.
I found it, and you could just increase it, and you had a briefcase, and it just made sense. It made sense. It was intuitive, and that's what I think that's what a lot of people enjoyed about Resident Evil 4, is that it was intuitive, and parts of it were actually genuinely, like, they did atmosphere well, and it was off-putting. I wouldn't say scary.
Okay.
It was off-putting.
Yeah.
Because there's like parts where you're in like a military base, and it's all metal, and it's like a testing area and whatever, and then you happen upon these new enemies that appear to have no weakness.
Oh,
and you're
God,
like,
no, I think I've heard of those.
Black jiggly things, and the first time you encounter one, you're like, what the fuck do I do? What is happening? But like, that was really good atmosphere all the way up to there, and then it just kind of gets a little bit silly because you encounter a lot of them, and it's like, oh, never mind, I know how to dispatch these enemies quickly.
But back to Nintendo.
Oh God,
again,
yes.
I don't entirely begrudge them for what they do.
No, nor do I.
It can get silly, but at least they're bringing out a new Zelda rather than just another HD as well.
Yes. But so, like, one of the new releases that they've done is they re-released Ruby and Sapphire for Pokemon.
Really?
Yes, they obviously, Nate has not heard about this yet, even though he goes on the internet.
I don't. I really check a whole lot of games anymore.
How do you not hear about one of the biggest new things to come out of Nintendo?
I watch House on Netflix a lot.
Okay, no, that's a good excuse. But yes, so it's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. At least we both had burp. Okay, so Omega Ruby, the Alpha... Oh, God.
That's right, use your big boy words.
Yes. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Which, most people would just expect them to like heartlessly just use the same engine from X and Y, which
just literally put
and
Control
just put,
C, Control V.
Just copy paste like all of the assets, but they put you could tell playing it that they put a lot of love into the game.
Oh, good.
Because I got feels playing it, like, because I played the old ones way, way, way back.
Yeah.
And it just, like, the whole starting of it, like, it was beautiful, and they keep adding new stuff to the end of Pokemon games, which I really like. And in this one, they added the Delta episode, which is an interesting kind of story diversion after you've completed the game. I wish that it had more substance. Because what they have there is good. I just want them to build up more. Because there's this character that's introduced called Zinnia, and she's really interesting. And it's like, I want to know more about her. And you learn like one or two things, and then it's like, oh, bye. Game's done. You can just do your Pokemon breeding and like getting your perfect IVs
go make
now.
that Ditto fuck a Ponyta.
Yeah, and that is. I've recently really gotten into competitive battling.
Okay, I was gonna say I've really gotten into breeding.
No. Good God, no. I'm a huge nerd, and I've really gotten into competitive Pokemon battling and
right. As in you play with other people?
Yes.
Why?
God, God only knows, because it only makes me angry, because I'll create this perfect team with the perfect nature and have...
Does everyone just have, like, level 100 Charizards?
No, not really.
Okay.
Like, so...
Why don't they? That's the best idea.
So have you... Oh, God, this is going to be a whole entire episode. But have you heard of, like, the tiers?
Oh, for fuck... Yeah.
So there's OU, RU, like...
I don't
UU.
know much about them, but I know there are, like, people who say, oh, no, you can't use that Pokemon. That Pokemon's rubbish.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you. Ekans is awesome.
Which I agree with. I actually really like a lot of Pokemon that people
I'm going to use a fucking Beedrill whether I like it or not. It looks like a bee.
Which is, they made a new Mega Evolution for Beedrill.
Really?
Yeah. So it's actually like a viable thing. It's sort of a glass cannon now. It has no defense but great attack.
Right.
But I mean, it's sort of viable. I wouldn't recommend using one and taking up your mega slot. But
I wasn't intending on anything taking up my mega slot. what kind of man do you take me for?
But yes. Anyway, so I'll spend like weeks creating like getting this team perfect, and I'll have my perfect set of Pokemon, and then I'll battle some people online, and then some asshole will use legendary Pokemon, and I'm like, you just made my team. Like, because I refuse to use them because I just feel cheap.
Do you have an entire team of Rattatas?
No, I have like a Slowbro.
I would love to do that. Just get an entire, like, just not even like barely leave Pallet Town. Just get a cat. That's from the games, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from the first gen, though.
Just capture like 5 Rattatas, all level 3, and go into competitive battling. Do they let you talk to each other, or do they just...
Christ.
They
introduced an unwelcome thing that I do not appreciate.
Is it chat?
Where, you can talk to people. And I'm like, turn microphone off. Do not ever speak to me.
That's
ever.
the very first thing. It's whenever I do rarely play GTA 5 online, the first thing I do is, okay,
switch
menu,
all microphones off.
Mute.
Yes.
I don't want to hear you fucking idiots.
So basically, the moral of this episode is everyone on the internet is an arsehole, and
everyone
hate you.
Everyone wants to kill you and swear at you and have sex with your mothers.
I think that's the general gist that people get from this episode, that we are antisocial gamers.
Yeah. Well, there we are. That's the title.
Antisocial gaming.
I suppose that works.
You know what? That's a... You guys have just encountered the creation of our title.
I just realised that we've talked about nothing but games, that we're supposed to be a general interest show rather than a video game. Fuck it, we're a video game podcast now.
Whoa!
We can talk about movies if we want, I don't care.
We'll talk about what...
That's me not caring.
Girls! Who's to say what we can... You know what? We're like, who's to say what we can and can't say on our fucking podcast? It's ours. We created it.
Anyway, did you want to wrap up the Nintendo conversation at all?
They rehash a lot of games, but they put a lot of love into it, and I appreciate that. Because a lot of the old games I will play, and I'll be like, golly, I wish that this was more updated and that I could walk around as a 3D sprite. I mean, not a sprite because they don't use sprites anymore. R.I.P. sprites. But I really enjoy myself playing ORAS, and I will probably enjoy playing Majora's Mask when it is re-released.
Wonderful.
And I will enjoy the new Wii U one.
I might have to check out the Wii U Majora's Mask.
I think it's 3DS.
Fuck's sake! Fuck you, Nintendo, I hate you now.
But you have a 3DS, it's right there.
That's not mine.
Fuck!
I'm not allowed to I probably... Fuck the police.
Whoa.
Anyway.
I think you need to invest in a 3DS, not gonna lie.
I'll just borrow that one if I need it. Anyway, thank you, the one person who has listened to this show.
Yes.
How did you find this? But
Thank you, Dane.
thank you,
I
everyone.
hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, everyone who listened to this episode. You might expect another one next week. We don't know. We haven't figured out a schedule. I think
No,
this...
we haven't got a schedule at all.
We
will discuss one.
Yes, I think this. We'll talk about it afterwards. Fuck it. Thank you for listening. God, it's been over an hour. We're sorry. We're sorry for everything and everything we have done and will do.
We just apologise. Okay.
You're Canadian. You're supposed to do the apologising.
I do often. Actually.
Okay, good.
One of the chefs at my work, I walked into him and I was like, "I'm so sorry," and he said, "If you apologise to me one more time, I'm gonna make you apologise for something." I was like, "Shit, I'm so sorry." Just chefs are really angry. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, we all know Gordon Ramsay.
Well, yeah,
We're all best friends with him.
we are British, so
Yeah.
I'm
If
British
you
by
consider yourself
association.
British, yeah.
I am. My mum is.
I'll vouch for you.
I'm a citizen.
Yes.
That is all that matters.
Thank you for listening. We'll probably be back same time next week
With more tangents.
with more talks of Markiplier and Jesus blowjobs, I assume.
Oh God, yes. Do you want to? Oh God, do you have any like social media things that people can find you on? If you
No.
do, you want to plug your own channel?
I'll plug my own channel. Come watch Super Happy Fun Times and other awesome shows that we have on my channel at Whoneedsquality, starring myself and Jace and possibly other people at other times. I have recorded other things with other people, but they've gone to shit.
Oh.
There was I recorded an episode of Left 4 Dead with a very good friend of mine, Ginny. Very funny episode as well. Jace was in charge of recording and he didn't record the video. And then we were like, fuck it, let's record it again. And he recorded the video, except I forgot to record the audio that time.
You guys had one job.
We had one job, but yeah, we upload a new video every Saturday and Sunday. Last Sunday, we uploaded part 1 of Portal 2 Drinking Games with Absinthe. It was very funny. We're going to be uploading episode 2 Saturday. That's Saturday Greenwich Mean Time. You probably don't have a Saturday in America. If any Americans are watching, you don't know what Saturday is.
What's a Saturday?
What's a Saturday? Every day is Jesus Day.
I don't know. What's a Saturday with you?
That's almost a joke.
Almost.
Do you have anything you want to plug, Robert? I don't think I've said your name at all during this episode.
Bro, that's just
This
not...
is Robert, by the way.
Hi, my name is Robert. You actually... Fuck, I didn't introduce myself at the beginning. You guys have had no idea what my name is.
I've just been talking to myself this entire episode. This is my great Canadian accent coming through.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, I mean, I used to have a YouTube channel, but I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It was a lot of really, really bad vlogs, and they're all private now, so you can't find them.
I used to do that. Thankfully, I had an old channel, thankfully it's dead now, that was pretty much all vlogs and other terrible videos that I shall not talk about.
Yeah, but as a remnant of that old YouTube channel, I created my Twitter that I currently use all the time, which consequently is the exact same username as my YouTube channel. Oh. But if you search, you will find no videos, so it's fine. My Twitter handle is @RobertHasAVlog.
Okay.
Which is, really creative.
Yeah.
I was 15 when I made that, so... Random humor was still, popular, so I can has things is like a thing.
I just don't understand vloggers. I don't understand why that's a popular thing. I'll watch a vlog if it's by someone I know who's popular on the internet. I'll watch Tomska's vlogs and everything.
Yeah, I love Tomska.
But if we're plugging our Twitters, I'll plug mine. I don't really check it or tweet that often, but if you want to follow @whodatnate, that's @WHODATNATE.
I would.
The name is McNathan with fries. If you can't find it for some reason. Because I too think random humour is funny, except I do it well.
I don't think I follow you. That is a problem.
Again, I haven't tweeted in like a year, I think.
That's fine. I will start tweeting things at you.
Oh, he's got his notebook out now. This is official.
Okay, so what was that?
At who?
Oh yeah, right. Who dat Nate?
Dat Nate. Because it was hip. Well, to be fair, but the only reason I changed that was because my prior Twitter handle was 92NW11.
Oh, that's really creative.
Yeah, it was the username that I had like back in primary school and also in secondary school and also in college. I was like, well, fuck it.
Well, yeah, my username is Robert Has a Vlog, but my like
actual
name is Homestuck Trash. I'm so sorry.
Oh dear. Your Twitter is just the internet condensed into a Twitter, isn't it? All you need is to tweet about like Super Hulock all the time, and you'll be dandy.
I hate Super Hulock.
Anyway, we tried to.
My name is Ectobiologist on that. All that you know, all the Homestucks, you know what that is.
Do you want to plug your Tumblr as well? Have you given up on that?
Oh Christ!
Or do you not want people to find out that you're following furries?
Okay, my Tumblr is the same, Ectobiologist, but the first I is a 1. Because Ectobiologist has been taken. Fuck you.
I think I don't check my Tumblr at all. I think my Tumblr name is I can't remember what my Tumblr name is. All I know is that my the title of my page is something along the lines of a window into the bouncy castle.
Huh.
Because again, it was random, but it was also thoughtful and intelligent.
Mine was Mine was I warned you about the stairs, bro.
That's dark.
Because I'm Homestuck Trash.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more you push someone down the stairs, but
I'm so sorry.
As you should be.